Maybe this one. No. Or, um, oh, this one. No.
What are you doing?
I want to buy my mother a birthday present.
Okay.
Something I can put in the post. Something that won't break. Like
A crystal decanter? A fingernail? An egg? A Crown Derby teapot? A heart? A promise? A mirrored glass globe in which nothing but the sky is reflected.
how about a scarf? In velvet d'Avour. I love that word. D'Avour.
I could buy a jar of honey. There are plenty of honeys you can choose from. There's lavender honey, rosemary honey, acacia and orange blossom, and mysterious manuka. Butter honey.
I'm hungry. I could buy an orange. Moorish. I like to visit a Moorish place. The Alhambra. That's an exotic word. That's the most exotic word that I can think of offhand. Alhambra.
Xanadu. A pleasure dome. Imagine having your own pleasure dome. You could call it Pleasureland, with shady walks through cool gardens, with the air is perfumed with an attar of roses.
And fountains and courtyards. And fountains that run with nectar. And courtyards filled with nightingales and larks. Wouldn't that be lovely, Trudy? 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 Oh, I guess she's frozen. All right, love, well, I'll see you for tea in a bit.
Ta-da!
Trudy, what's behind you?
Oh, do you like it? It's quite realistic, isn't it?
Oh, well, it's the thought that counts. Anyways, as I was saying, I know he's quite short, but he's so manly.
I once went out with a short man. I never realised just how short he was until after I'd left him.
Well, I think he's ex-military or something.
Who?
The man patrolling the streets.
I've always wanted to go out with a man in uniform.
A fireman.
Mm.
Or a policeman.
But not a constable.
No, not a constable.
An inspector. An army captain. Or maybe a naval helicopter pilot. I really want a cat.
You need something small, like a rodent.
Don't want a rodent of any size. I want a cat. I'd love something more unusual. A talking bird or a singing fish.
A singing fish.
A fish that sings and has a magic ring in its stomach. And when you bite into the fish, you find the magic ring, and the magic ring will take you to the man who will love you.
Oh. Well, cheers!
Cheers.
Oh my god. What's that? Oh my god. Oh my god.
What's happening?
Someone's been shot.
Oh. Well, cheers.
I love this look.
No, it's not right.
How about you try it on without the jacket? Or Max Mara. They have a lot of jeans in this season. Well cut too. I think I'm quite good at this. Don't you? Perhaps I could do this all for a living. Oh. It's from the earthquake, probably.
I'll never get to go to the ball. Balls were cancelled long ago, as you know.
We could make our own clothes and buy a sewing machine and share it. We could buy cloth and spools of thread and paper patterns and spend pleasant evenings dressmaking together. Perhaps by the soft light from the beautiful oil lamps and the
Marlene, what's wrong? Happening?
the shooting everywhere. It's Thompson. Oh God.
Did you know there's so many teas in the world? Who would have thought?
I'm worried I'm never gonna have a baby. A baby would love me.
White peony, jade peak, oriental beauty oolong, green gunpowder,
Baby,
ube silver tip,
baby,
golden needle,
baby.
one mountain white cloud, dragon's breath tea. Do you think it tastes of dragon's breath?
I'm worried I'll never get married. I never receive a papa.
Okay.
They signify happiness, health, wealth, fertility, and long life.
Enough!
When I get married, I want white satin wet dress, white wedding shoes, silver horseshoes with white heather, lucky black cats, and bouquets of lilacs dripping with rain.
What do you think dragon's breath tastes like? Did you know there are different breeds of dogs? German Shepherds, Golden Retrievers, Great Danes, Borzois. What a great word! St. Bernards, Huskies, oh God, giant German Spitz, Greyhounds, Bernese Mountain Dogs, Dalmatians. Charlene, you still there?
Baby, wedding. That's all I ever wanted. Is to have a baby, have a wedding.
I would like to be on the moon, but with oxygen, or better still, an atmosphere and food. Or perhaps I would like a planet all to myself. But you could live there too, Charlene. We could be the gods of Pleasureland. Or perhaps there's another world, except it's just like this one, where we buy French wine and sourdough bread.
And maroon oranges, and spools of thread, and packets of white mountain drum cloud tea.
And sleep in our beds at night to the peaceful sounds of traffic and barking dogs and midnight arguments between husbands and wives.
And all the honey we could eat.
Pleasureland. So what did you get your mother for her birthday?
Guess.
A Glock 17 semi-automatic?
No.
A mirrored glass globe in which nothing but the sky is reflected?
No.
A cup? A harp? A sharp silver knife? A silver melon? Or a silver of yellow moon? A Spanish greyhound? A cat as big as a man as big as a cat? As small as a baby? A mannequin?
Gloves!
Gloves?
Yes. Wolfkin gloves.
Hi, I'm Meredith Zane. I'm 25. I'm a pharmacology postgrad, and I grew up in sunny California. What would happen if I remained in London? Would the low level of oxygen affect my longevity? Stop my heart forever? But I haven't even had the time to live. What if I'm just a mere side shoot of the Zane family tree? Am I going to succumb to the curse the old world has laid on the Zanes for generations? Am I to fly home from the Grand Tour in a cargo bay of a 747? I can feel my cells slowly and visibly dying. Life, never to be replaced. All I can think about is my telomeres shortening each time a cell divides. Like little doomsday clocks, counting out my body's life, heartbeat by heartbeat. Counting out my cells' days. Shorter and shorter.
I'd known her for quite some time before that night. The night she disappeared. She'd always been a bit wild. The sex, the drugs. She knew her limits. She never let anything interfere with her progress. She was always something of a mystery to me.
Yes, why she's with that guy Fletcher is beyond me. They appear like complete opposites. Meredith definitely steered that relationship. She had the balls and the confidence for them both. I kind of got the idea that night at the party that Fletcher wasn't going to be her forever partner. Was she with him for convenience? Yes. Yes.
Very patriotic dresser. Obviously American. She came into the party in Ralph Lauren and Calvin Klein flats. I didn't find anything remotely interesting about her, even though she was obviously ogling Lester all night long. Bitch! Her generation has zero sense of elegance or class.
I live and I work predominantly in LA, and I've met several Merediths whilst over there. She's your typical West Coast young woman looks-wise. I got the impression that she's somehow bored and restless, but she clearly knows who she is. And it's that I find most intriguing.
She used to be a goal-orientated sort of bird, doing a PhD on something. Telemeters, I think. Telomeres. I don't know, something like that. I've never met anyone so driven. You know, brains as well as beauty.
Typical nouveau riche. I could just imagine her immigrant blood stirred by the idea of entering the European museums and cathedrals and shadow temples, where the air would be slick with the fine dust of the dead.
So go on, tell us about this telemeter stuff you keep banging on about.
You mean telomerase?
Yeah, whatever that means.
Telomerase is a terminal transferase. It's a ribonucleic protein.
Maybe try in English.
When it comes to aging, the older you get, the less telomerase you have. So in practice, there are theories that it could elongate human life.
Oh. Well, how come you're so invested in this telemeter stuff anyways?
Telomerase. It's pronounced telomerase.
Yeah, that's what I said, didn't I? Look, what's the point of theories anyway? Like, I'd write my thesis on something more important.
What, like Love Island?
Well, that's a bit Darwinian, isn't it?
Whatever, I just know that people like you would rather have an air stewardess Barbie in bed with them, rather than a girl with a doctoral thesis entitled The Conservation of Telomere Length in the Human Myocardium, the Role of Telomerase Reverse Transcriptase.
Yeah, I just don't quite understand what you mean.
Of course you don't. Typical Brits.
I still don't understand what you're talking about.
Oh God, Fletcher, you're such a dumbass. It's about immortality. Who wouldn't want to live forever?
You could have just said that.
Who? Meredith? That hot blonde piece of ass? I saw her.
Would you be so kind and stop being such a pig? I did see her blundering around here, around Leicester. I wouldn't even have bothered to come here in that tacky dress.
Darling, I think you're missing the point of the question.
I trusted Meredith. I thought we had something special. But apparently not. I guess she just thought differently. I wouldn't mind, but I brought her here. And she left me for a cloak.
You might have heard this before, but my father always told me the ones that act the most innocent are the ones that are the craziest in bed. They all act so naive and sweet, but when it comes to the real
Stop you
deal...
right there.
We're late to the party, you know.
It's not our fault the tram was slow.
Hello, how are we? Who are we?
Fletcher Smith. We met at the Quay Street screening. You invited me here.
Yes, of course. My apologies. Really the most appalling memory.
Hi, I'm Meredith Zane. Sweet party.
Zane, any relation to Monty Zane? Originally from Atlanta, Georgia. Used to be with Paramount.
Yes, the Georgia Zanes. There were a lot of them.
Lester Goldman.
The Lester Goldman.
Yes, the Lester Goldman.
The biggest film producer in the world.
This isn't what I'd call a dinner party. Mother used to throw dinner parties. Back before Dad left on a boat in Florida with a Cuban lap dancer. Dinner parties using Julia Childs, mastering the art of French cooking.
Looks like child's play buffet to me. And not to mention a tiny kitchen. And look over there. They all look like over-conversational vultures. Look at them with the food spitting out their mouths.
Disgusting.
Merle Goldman, Lester's wife.
Jeez.
Honey, do you think you live forever?
So, Merle, what is the secret of staying so young? I've got to get a closer look at that cloak. I'm drawn to it. I don't know why, but it's almost as if it was calling my name.
Darling, time we were heading back to the hotel. Time for your beauty sleep.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you, Mr. Goldman, and of course, Mrs. Goldman.
And it was lovely meeting you. Bye.
You used to say, live and let live. But if this ever-changing world
I've got my passport, my American Express card. What else do I need? Nothing? Oh yeah,
live and let die.
clothes.
If I could have chosen, I think I'd be a fish. A large fish. With no enemies. happy and free to spend all day swimming amongst the reeds and rushes. I could have gills and not this clogged up nose. Ooh, or bright, pearly scales like silver instead of this awful pale skin. Mum says not to worry. I'm already halfway there because my mouth's always hanging open like a dead frog's. The joke's on her, though. Frogs are amphibians, not fish. She did also say that my glasses make my eyes bulge like a haddock's, which is fair enough, I guess. They are fish. I think she regretted saying that to me. She regrets a lot of the stuff she says to me, but she doesn't always apologise. Actually, she never apologises. Anyway, I've got a bit of an obsession with fish at the moment. I've already worked my way through shells, coins, stamps and flags, so of course fish were next. Honestly, fish have been the most rewarding catalogue so far. They've got so many interesting Latin names. Look, here. Pomocanthus imperator. That's the emperor anglefish. And this one, Xanthus cornutus. That's a Moorish idol. My favourite has to be this one, though. Jordanella floridae. Oh. Don't you think that'd be a great name for a girlfriend when I get one? Oh, yes. And may I introduce Miss Jordanella floridae?
Right. What you got there?
Weren't you listening? My book of fish. I'm learning more names.
Right. Sorry. What are you looking at right now?
Siluriform. Their habitats and stuff. It's really cool.
Oh, so catfish.
How did you know there were catfish?
Well, I like cats. I like fish. Mostly the cat bit, though. Ironic, because cats normally don't like water. Plus, I know my Latin's a little bit rusty, but I remember a thing or two.
You know Latin?
Hey, Latin is very old. Almost as old as me.
Yeah, right.
Go on, where do they live?
Well, it says, extant catfish species live inland or in coastal waters of every continent except Antarctica. They are most common in tropical South America, Asia and Africa.
Like the Nile.
Well, yes, I suppose like the Nile. That is in Africa, after all.
Egypt.
Hmm?
The Nile is famously in Egypt.
Yes, it is.
Do you know much about ancient Egypt?
A little. I prefer the Greek gods, honestly.
The Egyptians had their own gods too. They had a god for everything. The river, underworld, life, the sun.
The sun?
Yeah. The Egyptian god was called Ra.
Ra? So what did he do?
The story goes that it was Ra's job to bring light to the world. He'd put the sun in his boat and carry it across the sky, and this created the day. And then, when he sailed beyond the horizon into the underworld, this created the night.
Oh. Like how Helios carries the sun in his chariot across the sky.
Well, yes, but Ra did it first.
So does he still do it today? I guess he'd have to.
Well, if you had to do the same job day in, day out, pun intended, do you not think that you'd get a little bored? No, Ra got tired one day. He realised he could just put the sun in his boat and let the tides carry it across the sky and through the underworld.
But wouldn't that make the days and nights really unpredictable? Like if the moon pulled the sun like it does the tides, wouldn't we burn and freeze constantly?
Well, how else do you explain the seasons except tides of the sun?
Is that really how it happened?
I like to think so.
So where do you think Ra is now?
Well, seeing as though he got tired of carrying the sun for all those years, I reckon he's gone to the one place in the whole world that never sees the light of day.
Whoa. Where's that?
Scotland.
And here I was thinking you were being serious.
What if I was being serious, Eddie? What if what I told you was the truth, every single word of it? What if I told you that, in fact, I am Ra?
Yeah. And I'm the son of Poseidon.
Another parents' evening. Surely having all those teachers looking at me wondering how old I was when I had Eddie once a year is enough. Judging me. If we could afford to live somewhere nicer, send Eddie to a good school, his life would be different. Eddie's developing quite a personality. What does that mean? But he's pleasant enough. How charming. And then she turns to me and says, "Are you all right?" all patronising, cocking her head to one side as if I was one of the kids. I felt about 6 years old. One minute they're a bump, and the next minute they're huge teenagers, and then they're gone. Yeah, right, I can't even imagine Eddie leaving home, let alone another on the way. Oh, please, believe me, I've had enough disappointed looks to last me a lifetime. Having Eddie at 18? What a big, "Oh, June," that was from my mother. She was 42 when she had me. I fully expect to be dead by the time I'm 42. June. Who calls their child by the month that they're born? If I'd been born in November, would they have called me November? June's the name for women who knit with synthetic wool and make recipes using cornflakes. Oh, June.
Right. There you go.
Thank you.
No worries. Nothing a good old brew won't fix.
Well, it's a start.
What's bugging you today?
What isn't?
Eddie done something?
Yes. Well, no. But that's the point. Don't you think he's a little too, I don't know, content? Like he doesn't have a drive.
He's a kid, he'll figure something out.
People say that, but surely he'd figure something out by now.
Kids like to, fixate on something. Gives them something to focus on. I was talking with him the other day.
I'm willing to bet it was about fish.
It was.
Knew it.
But I managed to steer the conversation. And he actually listened.
You got him to talk about something other than a fish.
Yep.
How?
Well, I humoured him to start with, talking about fish, but then I started to talk about something I wanted to talk about, and eventually he forgot about them entirely and just listened to me.
What did you want to talk about?
Ancient gods.
Oh.
He said he preferred Greek gods.
Oh. I was young and stupid. I know it's cliche, but still, it's true. I was on holiday in Crete with some friends and it was beautiful. And I was stupid. We got drunk and decided to go swimming. Yes, I told you, stupid, but still, it was the happiest I'd ever been. I was strangely comfy. It felt like I was falling asleep. I dug my head under the water to try and shake me awake, but as soon as I put my head under, I was on the seafloor. I looked up and the surface seemed miles away. The seabed was beautiful. The silky gold sand and the fish. The fish were magical. And when I met him, He was frightening. But in an attractive way, if that makes sense. Like, the danger made it exciting. It was one night. My parents always said it takes one night and one bad decision to ruin your life. I hate to say it, but they were right.
Do you really think Eddie ruined your life?
What? No, I love Eddie. I just regret him. Why did it have to be him?
Well, if it wasn't him, he wouldn't be Eddie. Well, I feel like I'm saying this a bit more as of late, but what's bugging you today? Come on, it's Eddie's birthday. You should at least try and seem happy.
It's nothing. Just that I'm a terrible mother, and I'm waiting for the day that Eddie realises it and decides to hate me.
Why would Eddie ever hate you? Today's about the 4th time this year you've been dragged along by him to Deep Sea World. You bought him his own little aquarium, for goodness sake. You do so much for him, June.
It's not about what I've done for him. It's about what I didn't do.
This is about that birthday message in the underwater tunnel, isn't it?
Of course it is. Happy 7th birthday, Jamie. Well, I don't even know that you could do that.
But
I'll tell you why, because I'm a crap mother. There, I said it.
In all honesty, June, he's 14 years old. I think he's a little old for signs like that anyway.
Well, I didn't want to get any fish fry chips because it just felt wrong after seeing all those beautiful ones at the aquarium. But I'm sure they'll be just as good without. Plenty of vinegar on yours, Mum. Just how you like it.
Thank you, Eddie.
What should we call the baby when she's born?
Shut your mouth when you eat, Eddie. I don't want to see that.
I'm just going to pop for a cig. Don't want to smoke near the baby.
What did my dad look like?
I don't remember his face. He wasn't a great man.
It's all right,
Eddie.
Mum. You don't need to tell me. The walls have always been thin in our house, and even if I hadn't heard, the silver carp told me. I think I always knew I was a little different.
What? The silver carp?
Everything's going to be all right, Mum. Trust me.
Hey, Fielding. So, good night, Saturday night, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was wrecked. But not as wrecked as you, though. I'm actually surprised you managed to get up.
Yeah.
What you did to Russell's car. Mental. Crazy.
It was a riot, Josh. Excuse me.
Joshua, by the way, yeah. It's cool, yeah?
Whatever. I just need to go and get some work done.
Yeah, me too. No, plenty of work to do. Dib-dab, stuff like that.
Josh.
Yeah?
What did I do to Russell's car?
You're really funny, Fielding. Really funny.
By tomorrow, I'm going to go mental. I tell you, there are no excuses. No, I don't care. I don't. Sorry, could you hold on? Going so soon, Fielding. Seems like you've only just got here. You have only just got here, haven't you?
Well, I've just got a few things to research.
Ah, the old waving the piece of paper trick.
No, I really do have to.
Wake up, Fielding. If you have to leave, just leave.
I've really...
Get on with it then! I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, tomorrow, 9 AM, yeah.
Hi, Fielding.
Alina, can this wait? I've got to see to this.
Oh, right, sure. It's just that, well, I thought maybe...
Go on, what did you think?
It's okay, you're busy.
No, honestly, it can wait.
Okay, I just wanted to say thank you.
For
Last night?
last night? Monday night?
No, last night, Tuesday night.
Is today Wednesday?
Yes, Fielding.
No, of course it is, Sorry, I've had a bit of the flu.
Oh, well, you were alright last night. Better than alright, really. I had a wonderful time.
Really?
You know what's the funny thing? We always thought that you were gay?
We?
Well, you know.
But I'm not gay.
I know that now.
So, do you want to go out again? Tonight, maybe, for dinner?
That would be nice, Fielding.
Really? Oh, well, I'll pick you up at 7:30 then.
Okay.
Fielding, stop chatting with Nina and get on with that report. You're such a nice person, Fielding. It's a shame you're such a prick.
Fucking hell, what was that for?
Like, you don't know. You are the most disgusting man I have ever met. You make me fucking sick.
What the fuck have you done to her now? You are this close to getting fucking fired.
Blimey, Fielding. What the hell happened to you? Did you decide to join the Red Hand Gang?
So you obviously missed the fracas.
Fracas? What fracas? You up to your tricks again, Fielding?
Josh,
Joshua.
can you think of a reason why someone would forget hours of their life and completely forget what they've been doing in that time?
You want about sleepwalking?
Sleepwalking? That is brilliant, Josh. Cheers.
You're welcome. It's Joshua.
Hiya, mate. Did we go out last night? Yeah, we did. Right, cheers, pal. Hi, Mum.
Hi, Fielding.
Yeah,
You're up early.
yeah, I am. I didn't have an identical twin that you adopted at birth, did I?
I don't think so, Fielding.
Right. Oh, never mind then, Mum. Bye.
Hey! Hungry, are we?
Always.
Fielding. Last night, bit of a blare, was it?
Stop like a baby.
Really? Huh. I thought a stripper would have kept you up all night, love.
Stripper?
Pig.
Well, okay, lap dancer. But same difference though, really, isn't it?
Stripper.
Really, Fielding? Why does that not surprise me?
Right, Josh, listen.
Joshua.
I wasn't in a show bar with you last night.
More excuses?
And I definitely didn't go on a date with you.
Such a liar!
No, listen! I wasn't there.
I'm not surprised you can't remember. I've never seen anyone knock back White Russians just like it.
I don't drink White Russians.
You did last night.
And the other night when you were with me.
No, it was someone who looks like me. I, Fielding Carter, was not in a club with you, and I definitely didn't go on a date with you.
Where were you then?
I was asleep in my bed. Watch.
You film yourself sleeping, Fielding?
Well, not usually.
What are we supposed to be seeing here, Fielding?
Yeah, is this like some kind of like weird reality TV?
No, Josh, it's reality. Real reality. Look at the time and the date on the video. I'm sleeping at the exact same time I'm supposed to be out with you.
Okay. Well, you could have just falsified the dates on the video.
Why would I want to do that? What possible reason could I have for wanting to doctor that video?
So what are you saying, Fielding? You think you have a double?
What other explanation is there? How else can I be in two places at the same time?
Identical twins, separate at birth, obviously.
No, my mother doesn't think so.
Oh, so she's not sure.
Never mind. Anything else?
You're in denial about what a dick you really are?
You're not helping, Nina.
What do you want me to say, Fielding? You sleep with me, then you take me out on a date, and then you don't show up. And now you show me stupid videos of you sleeping. What's your angle, Fielding?
I just want you to listen to what I'm trying to say.
There's a parallel universe with another Fielding, another Joshua, another Nina.
No, I get the idea. Anything else?
Clone?
Doubtful.
A cunt?
Ooh, it's like that Hans Christian Andersen story where this guy's shadow takes over his body and has him killed.
Likely or not?
Not. You're insane.
Possible, but I don't know what that feels like. Maybe it just feels normal.
Paranoid? Ooh, delusional.
Oh, certainly. But that doesn't change the fact that there's someone out there living my life just with more success.
What you're saying, Fielding, you have a doppelganger? Oh, that happens all the time.
Does it?
No, it doesn't. Don't be thick.
I mean, there are endless metaphorical implications of the two sides of the self, but of good and evil and so on.
What do you mean, Josh?
Fielding!
Jesus Christ, Flavia, you're giving heart attacks sneaking up like that?
Nina, what are you doing over here? I asked you to get me a latte half an hour ago. And what are you doing talking to these fucking dicks?
Sorry, Flavia, I'll
Yeah, good. 2 sugars. And you, Fielding, have you written anything for me yet?
Yeah, I've nearly finished the report, actually.
Great. And also, you look like fucking hell.
I just haven't been myself recently.
What are you doing here, Joel?
I told you who else was in the car. I think he's in trouble.
Why would he be in trouble?
Because of the conversation we had last time.
What, you actually believe it?
Don't you?
Why would I believe it?
Why would he lie? He showed us proof.
Alright, so what are we going to do when we go in there?
We're going to find out if he's okay.
Why would he not be okay?
Come on.
For God's sake. Which one is?
I think it's the one.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? Oh, hold my coat. Fuck. Oi. Get up. Fuck. Yeah.
Take him in. Go on.
Flavia. Nina.
What the fuck?
Fielding.
You're me. On the contrary, you're me.
The cat, Felis catus, is a domestic species of small carnivorous mammal. It is the only domesticated species in the family. A cat can either be a house cat, a farm cat, or a feral cat. Domestic cats are valued by humans for companionship and their ability to hunt rodents.
So, how far on do you think you are?
I'm not too sure. I don't remember the last time I had my period.
I have something to tell you.
What?
No, I can't.
No, go on, tell me.
Okay, I finished things with Fletcher.
Again?
No. This time it's for real, okay? He's always at work.
Oh, yeah. What does he do again?
Script writing. He's just not the same man that I met. Oh god. Where was it? Jesus. Oh, yeah. The Italian evening class. The man I used to talk about going to Venice with. It was time.
Did you tell him why you ended it?
I mean, he thinks it's because he's untidy and lazy, which he is. And he listens to alternative country songs.
Oh, God, yeah. The one about the dead skunks.
And it is all about that, but...
Go on.
But to be honest, I left because I hated the thought that one day he would become a little old man who I would have to tuck in every night, just like the ones that I'm working with.
Oh my God, Heidi. That is ridiculous. What are you going to do now, though, about having kids? I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but you're getting on a bit now.
What do you mean?
You're getting older. You and me both, I mean. I love being a nanny, but it's not the same as having kids of your own.
Thanks for that, Missy. I know, okay? I've always wanted children. Well, actually, I wanted several, but one would do.
You prefer a girl, though, wouldn't you? To one turn into a toothless, dribbling old man like Fletcher.
So true. You know, it's a bit embarrassing, but I wish for a baby every night before bed. I sit in front of a mirror and counting the words, baby, 5 times, so it becomes real.
Who on earth told you that would work?
Trudy?
Oh, of course. You always forget you're a twin.
It's not like it matters anymore, so... But hey, I always have you, right?
Hi, are you busy?
Oh no, I just put the kids to bed. What's going on?
I'm just walking back from work now and the route I normally take is still blocked, so I needed to take a detour. And just wanted to call you in case someone decided to jump out on me.
Somewhere down the line, many people have come to believe that black cats crossing your path is an omen of misfortune, or even death.
Anyway, how are you?
I'm alright, thank you. I had a meeting with Romney, you know, the one I'm working for, and...
Yeah.
Well, I've got something to tell you, but you're not going to like it.
What? What is it?
Arthur's father's been in touch and he wants Arthur to come visit him on his tour. He's asked me to go with him. We'll have a lot of free time whilst his father's rehearsing, so I booked a few museums for us to go to.
That's fantastic, Missy. How long will you be gone?
Not sure. Maybe a few weeks. I wouldn't mind getting away from here for longer, to be honest. Have a bit of a break.
I'm home safe now. I'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye.
All right. Come in.
Have you phoned the RSPCA or PDSA? I'm sure they know whose cat it is.
I phoned both, and the Cat Protection League. Nobody seems to be missing a cat. Or rather, half the world seems to be missing a cat, just not this one. You wouldn't like him, would you?
I'm more of a dog person. And anyway, the cat chose you. You can give him a name.
No. Once you've named a cat, there's no going back. It belongs to you.
How about Gordon?
Gordon Marshall. Does everyone give the cat a man's name?
Only the women. Make of that what you will.
You know, his appetite has grown enormously. I have to leave him 2 full bowls of tinned meat before I leave for work, both of which he bolts down before I can even reach the front door.
But I wonder what breed he is. Maybe he's one of those big American breeds or something. Have you thought about getting him castrated?
He's got a real taste for sugary foods, you know? Reminds me of Fletcher.
He's a real bloke, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just don't get too attached to him. You know what you like.
No, I don't know. What am I like?
Domestic cats can grow to the size of a baby tiger. They sleep an unbelievable amount and can sometimes develop the irritable demeanour of a circus cat. They tend to pad restlessly round the flat like prisoners if bored.
He's settled down a little now, you know. The nightly forays have grown less frequent. He usually just spends his evenings lounging in front of a TV.
I like his coat. Very old-fashioned.
It's nice, isn't it? I got it when I noticed a change in him. We were sitting watching a late-night science program, and I turned to Gordon to see if he had an opinion on the matter. And that's when I realized he was not sprawled as usual on the floor. He was sitting next to me on the sofa. Upright. One leg crossed over the other. Like a little man. You know, I haven't slept this well my entire life. Every night now before bed, I am sworn into this dreamless sleep. Having him by my side brings me a lot of comfort.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're sleeping better. I know you struggle when things ended with Fletcher. It seems getting a pet was the best thing for you.
Honey, what's wrong? Shh. I'm sorry. It's just that I feel safe with him, but still, a feel like I might be eaten by him on a daily basis. What are you saying?
The cat has a strong, flexible body and quick reflexes. Its night vision and sense of smell are very well developed.
His killing is getting out of hand. One morning he came with milk and fresh-blooded corpse of a terrier in his jaws. But it's not just that. It's also started reminding me more and more of Fletcher. Dog accounts all over the place. The smell. Just sometimes wish he could go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away.
So, how far on do you think you are?
For once, I am not too sure.
Okay. Do you know the gender?
There are several of them actually. Quadruplets. I've seen them. With their tiny ears and noses and tails, all curled up around each other. They are beautiful.
Hey, Marion.
Robert, do we have lemons?
What?
Lemons, you know, sour, yellow. Just go and check if we still have those lemons.
Okay.
You found him?
No, I can't see any lemons.
Have you checked in the bottom drawer of the thing?
The thing?
The fridge. Sorry, have you checked in the bottom drawer of it?
Oh, yeah. Yes, here they are, I found them. Marion, they look a bit old. Should I just throw them out?
No, they'll be fine. I'm gonna make something with them soon.
Really, Master Chef? What are you going to make with them?
It's a surprise. Don't worry about it, love. Oh, come on, move!
What was that?
I'll be home soon. I'm just on the M9 now.
A lemon's really important enough to call about while driving.
Well, I just wanted to ask before I forget. You know how I get.
Right, okay, well just stay safe. I'll see you soon.
What's for tea?
What was that?
Sorry, that's just Liam asking what's for tea. I'll make tea for us tonight, Liam. I'll make something for us tonight anyway, Ma. It's been a while since we had a proper meal anyway. That sound good? Ma? Can you hear me? Because I can't hear you. I think you might have caught.
A darkness, like a pair of black wings, covered the car, and I could no longer hear the car engine, or the rain, or the sound of classic FM on the radio. Only the deafening sound of wheels as he overtook me on the inside lane. Hades, in his chariot, so close that I could smell the rank sweat on the flanks of his horses, and the stench of his breath like rotten mushrooms. The Audi was slewed across the road, surrounded by flashing lights. Broken glass glistened around it like carelessly scattered diamonds. I supposed I was hovering between life and death, my soul waiting to fly away whilst my body clung to the earth.
Where you been?
Our mates.
One of your mates I met, or?
No, he's a new friend actually. Do you have to smoke inside? I can't stand the smell.
Huh?
I said, do you have to smoke inside? It fucking stinks.
Right, well, I do pay the bills. It's fucking freezing outside anyway, can't be arsed with that.
Seriously, Dad, are you drinking again? It's only 3 o'clock.
Right, well, Friday is my day off.
Well, that's no excuse for drinking every day of the month.
Liam, do not try and lecture me. You're one to talk anyway. I can smell weed coming from your room most nights. Don't think I don't notice.
Not most nights, Dad. I keep it to a minimum. I don't need it every day like you.
Right. But you don't have me complaining about the way that you're choosing to deal with it, so don't come at me about the way that I choose to spend my free time. I respect your space and your choices.
My space? You have no idea how to talk to me anymore, do you? You spend all day every day working on that computer, and then the moment you're done, you hit the ball like it's gonna...
Like it's going to what, Liam?
Like it's gonna bring Mum back.
Why? Why did you bring her into this? What does your mother have to do with any of this conversation?
Everything! If it had been for her, I mean, you wouldn't be like this. You know they get to this point.
Well, of course she wouldn't have! She loved me! Fuck! Fuck! She loved us, Liam. But she doesn't have to fucking deal with it. I do. I am dealing with this the way that I need to, so just drop it!
You don't have to deal with it like this. You do this because it's easy. If Mum was still here, she'd cry her eyes out if she knew. She knew what would happen to us without her. It's like a darkness. Like a pair of black wings. Her car is slewed across the road. Flashing lights everywhere. Broken glass glistens like scattered diamonds.
How often do you have these dreams, Liam?
Mostly every night. Well, last night was fine, but you know, it gets like that. I escape. It's like a bungee rope. You know, you dive down, and when it all gets too much, the rope reaches its limits, and you just come swinging back up. And for a little while you think, I'm fine. I'm really fine. But it doesn't mean that deep down below, you still want to hit rock bottom.
So you were struggling to sleep at night, would you say?
I lay in bed replaying the events over and over. My mother, the death of my mother. She visits me every night. Then in the morning she's gone.
Liam, auditory or visual hallucinations of the deceased person are often seen during acute grief. Often it can be because victims of terrible loss find themselves feeling immense guilt for what's happened, especially in cases like yours when a very close member of the family is lost. Perhaps we should work more closely on acceptance.
Look, I know you mean well, Doc, but trust me, I've seen my mother, and I think I'd know if I was hallucinating.
Liam, please sit down. People don't return from the dead, no matter how much we believe they can. I understand that losing your mother was very traumatizing for you. But in my experience, these hallucinations will stop as you come to accept reality.
Do you seriously think I'm hallucinating?
Yes, Liam. You need to allow yourself the freedom to accept the death of your mother. Allow yourself to heal.
Okay, I think I'm done here.
Liam, please just be careful. Hallucinations often treated can become quite dangerous.
I'm not hallucinating.
Well, this is it.
Yeah, I like it. It's nice.
You can just put your coat over there somewhere.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you.
Do you want a drink? Tea? Coffee? Tequila?
Is tequila a real option?
Oh, yeah, sort of. I only have vodka though. Is that okay?
Oh, yeah. Vodka works for me.
There you go.
Thanks.
Are you comfortable or do you want to sit?
Oh, I'd rather sit, thanks. Sorry, I'm just a bit awkward in new places.
Oh, yeah, same, but you can just sit here with me if you want.
Thanks. Oh, that is nice and strong.
Oh, do you not want it strong?
Oh, no, I like it strong. Don't worry about it.
They added the latest Mummy to Netflix. Have you seen it?
Sorry, 1 sec. I've got to reply to this work email.
Everything okay?
Sorry, what was that, Marion?
Marianne.
Pardon?
That's what you just said. You call me Marianne.
Did I? Jess, I'm so sorry. I didn't realise.
No, it's fine. It's just, is that another girl you're
No,
seeing?
no. That was my wife.
Oh. Was?
Yeah. About 7 months ago, she was in a car crash. I was on the phone to her when it happened. I didn't realise until the police came.
Oh. I'm sorry about that.
It's fine.
By the way, I am not a live, laugh, love sign kind of gal. I forgot to take it down. My mum bought it for me a few years ago. She thought I was depressed and for some reason thought that would help. I'm not, by the way. Depressed, I mean.
Yeah, I get you. Best thing that is therapy, so I'm told anyway. I just don't have time for stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I think it's probably best if I go.
Yeah, no worries. I've got work tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, that's probably smart. But I did really enjoy our night out tonight.
Yeah, same. Thanks for taking me out. It's been a while since I've been out like that.
I'm really glad you enjoyed it. We should do it again sometime, soon.
Definitely. Night, Robert.
Night, Jess.
They just don't understand, do they? That I see you. Every night I live it over and over. The accident. Dad always tells me that you're gone. But you're not gone, are you? I still see you. I still see you, Mum. Why do I still see you? My friends don't believe me. My therapist doesn't believe me. Even my own father doesn't want to believe that it's possible. That I see you. But that's just it, isn't it? They're right. The only reason that I see you is because I can't imagine a life without you. I mean, I just don't get it. Why? Why'd it have to be you? I should have been there with you. And died. I hate that you died alone. When you lose someone as important as your mother, doesn't matter what you drink, smoke or do, it won't change the fact that there's a hole in your life now. I miss you, Mum.
I miss you too.
I'm not a ghost. I can't do anything that ghosts do. I'm an idea left behind, imprinted on the minds of those who remember me. I see them in their most intimate moments, when they believe they are alone, when they grieve in sadness and grieve in anger. That day I passed on. I floated above life and into death, carried off by a black chariot, but they pulled me back. Day after day they clung to me, but as the months passed, I felt their grip loosen as summer came once more. I am a vision made of memories, cobbled together from the past. As time goes on, I begin to crumble, until the grief that I am born from is no more.
Every night now before bed, I am sworn into this dreamless sleep. Having him by my side brings me a lot of comfort.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're sleeping better. I know you struggled when things ended with Fletcher.
Telomerase is a terminal transferase. It's a ribonucleoprotein. When it comes to aging, the older you get, the less telomerase you have. So in practice, there are theories that it could elongate human life. It's about immortality. Who wouldn't want to live forever?
You're me. On the contrary, you're me.
She regrets a lot of the stuff she says to me, but she doesn't always apologise. Actually, she never apologises.
I'll tell you why, because I'm a crap mother. There, I said it.
Everything's going to be alright, Mum. Trust me.
I am a vision made of memories, cobbled together from the past. As time goes on, I begin to crumble, until the grief that I am born from is no more.
I'll never get married. I'll never receive a bonbonniere.
Okay.
They signify happiness, health, wealth, fertility, and long life.
No.
And nothing dies. All matter is transformed into other matter. The transmigration of the soul into an insect, a tadpole, A lion, a vine, a baby.
It's grown very dark. Keep talking. Tell me another story.
I can't remember anymore.
Don't worry. It's not the end of the world.